Hey, my channel just said I'm live. I remind myself of like Thomas the Train or something. Should fix that. Hey, my channel just said I'm live. And guess what? I'm new. Let's get an echo going. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? 7 p.m. right on the dot. We got Joe Rader in here at 6:35. He just couldn't wait. And then, of course, he asked me, what time do you actually start? Asking if it's Canadian time that I started. Sure, why not? And Wiggy Waggy or Wigwag Workshop, how are you doing? And who else we got in here? Tom had a lot of questions to ask already. Thinks he's making up for Heath, I think. I don't know why. Heath doesn't ask that many questions that Tom actually answers. And we got D-Dog saying he's got a hammer because Tom was asking if he had a wrench. And if he looks now, he doesn't have a wrench. That way somebody can time him out if he does ask too many questions. Oh, boy. John number 2 is School Kill River Valley. Joe Rader, Wigwag, Joe Rader, Jim Tedesco popping in. What else we got here? And we had Mike D. And right after that, we had Derek Alexander popping in and saying hi. See if I can actually read some of this chat anyway. Ethan Armridge, how are you, buddy? Lynn McCurley, nice to see you popping in, bud. Sean McGee, what are you doing at home? You're supposed to be over here. You could have done the live stream while I'm actually looking at my locomotives and stuff like that. So one thing I did put in the chat a while ago, hey, Jigu, how's it going? Is I'm going to let the trains go. The sound is on, so if it's annoying people, let me know. I could shut it off, but it might be half of my problem. I'm not sure. NCE 5-amp system that I've got, and I'll start running my trains, and they're fine. I've got them set at speed step of 100, so it's about 40 kilometers an hour. I got them all separated, so you can see one right here. One should be behind me, and the other one's in the far corner right now. Hopefully, they all stay kind of in sync. They're not too bad. They're Broadway Limiteds. That's not the problem. This thing does it with any kind of locomotive dealer I put on there. Rupido, you name it. Athearn. You put them on there, and this NCE system, what it's doing, guys, trains are running fine, right? And all of a sudden, they'll speed up. I haven't touched the controller. And all of a sudden, they will start getting faster. And the reason why I like the sound on is because you can hear it rev up the motor. Okay. That's kind of neat, maybe. And then all of a sudden, they slow down. Okay, that's a little different too. Again, I haven't touched the controller. NCE 5-amp system, guys. Okay, so yeah, then they get going a little bit. And then all of a sudden they stop. Then they go backwards. Then they go frontwards. Then they go backwards. Then they go frontwards. Then they go backwards, stop, backwards, stop, forward, stop. Then they start going forward again. They all do the same thing. So it's not a locomotive problem. I've got that much. And the other thing I've done is I tried to reset the NCE power cab system. And I did my reset. I went to my video to how to reset the whole system, make sure I did it right. And I'd hit that program button down at the bottom, and it wouldn't let me. I could hit the program, and it goes back to locomotive. Hit program, goes back to locomotive. Hit program as fast as I can. It would go up 3 and then back to locomotive. Okay, so maybe I got a short on my track. Maybe, I don't know. So I disconnected all the track from the NCE system and tried to reprogram it. Nope, still wouldn't let me go. Okay, so the track's not hooked up and the power's on to the NCE system, but it's still not going to let me reset the power cab or the whole 5-amp system, basically. So I hooked the track back up, shut the system off for a bit, come back out in a couple hours, started it up. Everything worked great. Trains are doing what they're doing. Just like right now, trains are running perfect. They've been on for about 15 minutes. It's probably not going to do it because I'm live streaming. You need an electrician. No, this is more than electric. There, hear it? Hear the brakes, guys? Okay, so the brakes just came on. I'm sitting here with my hands. There's nobody else in here. They're now revving up. And they are flying in reverse. You're going to see one right here in a second. Again, I haven't touched anything. Change the battery if it's acting weird. There's no batteries. This thing's plugged right in. Again, I haven't touched it. You guys saw it. I haven't touched anything. So I'm just going to let this go. Is it a radio or Wi-Fi system? I do have a Wi-Fi system, but it's turned off right now. So that controller is right off. There's that one. And I probably do have to change the batteries because it doesn't stay on very long. Maybe that's the problem. But why would a system that's not on control your locomotives? Sparky, we told you not to invite Heath to your house. Yeah, well, he hasn't been here yet. That's the thing. Whoa, you slow down. You're going to hit the other. That was weird. What? See, look at this thing. It was going back and forth. I don't get it. What's up, train family? Hey, Real Toy Trains. How's it going? What is up as these things are going to do what they want to do? Period. Could be the Wi-Fi turning. Try turning on the Wi-Fi system for it. Well, I can, but it, like I said, it just shuts itself off. The batteries are dead. The battery in the command station, it is a 5 amp plug-in system. So it's not that. Because there is no other batteries except for this. That right there. And it needs batteries. You take the batteries out. They make me nervous going this fast too. Just saying. So how is everybody tonight anyway? We are basically 1 week away from Strasbourg. I am getting so excited. Come on. All right. Batteries are right out. This thing has nothing now. Okay, see that one over there? See this one right here? So they are doing different things now, which isn't good because now I'm going to have a collision. Now it's going again. What the? You other people that do live streams and you say you've got gremlins, you've sent them all back to me. No, Steve 87, it could be any locomotives. Like, it could be Rapido, it could be Broadway Limited, it could be Athearn. I've even put some cheapies on there, and they all do it. Yeah, the system works fine for a little while, and all of a sudden you get this. Like I said, you guys even saw it. They stopped, quivered a little bit, then it continued backwards. There's the brakes again. Oh, and that's on the top one. See, now it's getting really weird. I think it's just because I touched that one and stopped it. The problem is it's not O scale. Yeah, no kidding. But I'd be worried. I'd be more worried if it was O scale. Like this stuff here is like $350 7 years ago when I bought it. This is the Broadway Limited, the ones with the smoke that comes out the stacks. So that was expensive back then. So, but I've shut the smoke off, so that's not going to be the issue. but it's got me a little worried. Is it the command station? Well, might be. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I'm wondering if anybody out there that has NCE has ever had this kind of an issue. So I'm just going to sit here. Hey, Vinny, how's it going, bud? And Anthony Dodge, the Model Train Outsider, nice to see you. And Nathan DeLay, I can't wait to see you in a week, buddy. Ray Bobel, nice to see you. And like I said, guys, Strasbourg in a week. Oh, man, I can't wait. It's been so long since I've traveled. I went to Vinny's last year, yeah. But I have not done a meet and greet in, 3 years? Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be awesome. If they get too close, you guys make sure you hide at me. It's the... Frank, I'm just going to put that up there. I'm okay with that. How can it be the battery? There's no batteries. I took the batteries out. And Mike B says he's got the 5-amp system. His hasn't done that yet. So I don't know how far my camera will go, guys. Hold on. This is going to be shaky cam. So hold on. Down, 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 down. Up and over the fan. Probably close up with my nose. So I just did that. I just did that for you guys as they keep saying batteries because that system has no batteries. Now I'll try to get these cords back up there so they're out of my way. Back over there. Good. Sit back down. So yeah, that's what I've done. It's in the command station. Take the 4 bolts off the bottom and slide the cover up. It's a 2032 button battery. Really? Okay, Frank, I'm going to take your word for it. I'll obviously do it after the show. I'm going to let them keep going just to see if they're actually going to do the shaky and go frontwards and backwards and all that else. But is the sound too much for you guys? If it is, I'll put the mic next to the trains and I'll just shut up. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I'm just wondering if it's a DCC thing or NCE or Digitrax or all of them. I have no idea. Like this just started about a week and a half ago and it'll frustrate you. Oh, good. One Frank never thought of that one. What did Frank say? I'd have to go back and see. Frank, I've set it repeatedly. There's a button battery inside the command station to keep its memory. When the battery gets low, crazy things happen. I don't know why it would have a battery in it, though. It's a 5-amp plug-in system. Like I did show you guys that, but hopefully you guys saw that. I couldn't see the screen, so. Frank might be onto something. Even computers have a battery for memory. If it goes bad, it could cause issues. And that's the other thing, Frank. I can't find my manual. Literally 2 weeks ago, I had the manual for my system, and I put it somewhere. And I don't know where I put it. I don't get that at all. So, yeah, CSX is acting like Amtrak. Now, that's the other thing, though, right now. It's doing fine, but if you actually look at my cab, it's telling it to go forward at 100. So, well, let's do an unboxing, a command station unboxing. That's the other thing, because I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. This will bring me up to what the whole live stream's basically about. Well, some of it. But anyway, I'm thinking after my doctor's appointment, if this thing doesn't rectify itself, and I am going to try Frank Near's system. It's the NCE thing went. See, he's stopping. The other ones aren't stopping, though, Frank. That one's still going fast. That one's almost stopped. And this one's going to hit it. Keep going. I don't get it. But yeah, this takes about an hour and a half to kind of load up or whatever. I'll go back through the chat. But Frank, yeah, if you're saying that and you've actually done it and taken it apart and stuff like that, then I will definitely do that and check it out. And if it's got a button or batteries or something in it, then I will check it. I do wish I could find my manual for it though. Like that really sucks. I've been down that road you've been several times. It's always come back to the battery in the command station. All right. Well, like I said, I'll give it a shot. Ah. You're out of here. You're out of here. All right. So they're done. DES Media Productions, how are you doing, buddy? Thomas Grassi, are you getting your situation figured out with your turntable and stuff like that? You got to start doing videos because I got a big turntable I got to put up yet at someday too. So, but yeah, Frank, I'll give it a shot, take it apart, and I really wouldn't think there'd be a battery in that system. But what the hell? Anything's worth trying because, like I said, it's doing it on its own. So check online, Sparky. Most manuals are there now. Yeah. But the thing is, Steve, I've got the manual. It's here. It's just this room is such a pigsty. In the last month and a half, I come out here, and that's what I got to do. Did you see the link I posted? No, I did not. Oh, yeah. Well, I do, but see, guys, if you're going to put links in people's chats, I do advise you to actually say what the link is first and then put the link. Because I'm sorry, Thomas, you put a link in my chat and I am not going to click on it because I don't know what it does. Simple as that. And most of the times I'll go back and I'll delete those because you don't say what the link is. So if you want to post the link again, just say, hey, this is a link to, and there you go. Check online, Sparky. Most manuals are there. Yes, I do know that, and I will get there. So Daniel Coombs, nice to see you, buddy. Hope you are doing well, and good evening, everyone else. I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing better. So to bring me to the purpose of the live stream, basically, we've got 41 people in here, and I've been talking too much already because I'm excited. This is baffling the hell out of me. And Frank, man, I'm telling you, if you just figured that out for me, I'm going to say 110% that I love doing live streams. And I'm very happy that it actually did it while I was live streaming. Because I was really thinking, you know what? It's not going to do it. I'm going to turn the train on. Hours going to go by. It's not going to do it. I'm going to shut off my live stream. The train's going to do it. It's the gremlin thing, right? Might be. What do you got in mind? Let's do a giveaway. Let's see if I can do something else. If somebody wants to do a giveaway, I can always put this in the chat. So if somebody wants to come up and I remember how to bring them up, we can always do that. But a giveaway, you know what? It's been a long time since I've been on StreamYards. Over a month doing a live stream. Well, I've done my GoPro live. I don't count those, but I do. We'll figure it out. Oh, contest. You know what? I just happen to have 2 N-scale rail cars sitting here. So that's an N-scale one. And that's N-scale. And HO scale, I happen to have Root Rock. And the Merry Christmas Katie car. That just really blew my mind because I just held this up and at the same time, the other card went up on the other screen. That's how much of a delay there is. So, yeah, okay, guys, you want a contest? That's cool. I'm going to pick a number. like I always do. I know some of you guys don't like it this way, but you know what? My channel, my contest, my rules. Don't care. We are going to have to put your scale. So if you want the HO scale ones, you got to put HO. If you want the N scale ones, you got to put N. You got to put the word car, C-A-R. So HO, C-A-R, and a number in between 1 and 50. I have picked a number. That train's starting to go back and forth now. You guys can't see it. So I'm going to put it in the chat, guys. When I say go, then you guys can do it. So it's N, car, and a number in between 1 and 50, or HO, car, and a number in between 1 and 50. I'll show the prizes a couple more times while you guys are guessing. All you guys that are guessing so far haven't really guessed because I haven't said go yet. So, hi, car 37. Alex Brockway, it's H-O. Okay, guys, ready? Set. Oh. So the two N scale cars are... Oh, and I'm about to drop one. Nice. Katie Caboose, green. And the number's the same for each, guys. It's H-O-N-N. Covered hopper. Those are the N scale ones. I do like these contests, though. The chat just flies by. I think it's really cool. HO scale is the Katie Christmas car. And the door's open on it, so that's pretty cool. And another boxcar. Number in between 1 and 50. You guys are off to a good start, but I still haven't seen it yet, and I have been trying to keep an eye on it. It will be the first person that picks the number, the correct number, and has to be the correct way. So it has to say N, car, and a number, or HO, car, and a number. So it's got to be correct, and it's got to be the right number. Oh, a couple of people got close. CP368, that was really close, bud. Hey, Chasco, how's it going? Union Central System. Drew Dudes Model Trains. Nice to see you guys. Alex Brockway. You had a couple nice videos there too, bud. Or photos, one of the two. I can't remember now. Nancy J, nice to see you, my dear. And you guys are like batting right around it. So the first person in the replay, because it does matter if you're on live chat, top chat, where I am, how good your internet is, where it all falls. But anyway, in my replay, when I check it out, the person that gets it first will be the winner. Now for HO scale, I finally did see it. And I don't think I've seen it yet for N. But I'm probably sure it's gone by already. We're only in between 1 and 50, and we got 42 people in here with 21 thumbs up. What, you guys don't like contests or what? No thumbs up for a contest? That's horrible. Wow, Hood Dad. FL Railroading, how are you? And Dave Piper, hey. How's it going? Couple new names in here. That's really cool. Jeff the Railroad Enthusiast. And I found them both. I've seen both the numbers, but I'm not saying now that just because I've seen it now, it hasn't happened before. So we can all stop. If you guessed HO, car, 48, or if you guessed N, car, 48, that's what you guys are getting. N scale, HO scale, HO scale, and scale. I really like this caboose. I think it's really cool. So when I go back through the replay, we'll figure out who really won those, and I will get them shipped out to you guys a lot faster than I shipped out William's Christmas gift, that's for sure, which went out about 3 weeks ago, I think. So, I know the chat's still flying and stuff. Good luck to you guys, whoever guessed the first ones. So, why haven't I been live streaming? Okay, so I work for a company that does transformers, power transformers, big power yards, basically. So when you guys are driving down highways and stuff and you see like big fenced in areas and lots of lines and poles and posts and stuff going in them. Anyway, I build those. Hey, Dwight, how's it going, buddy? Member for 10 months. That's awesome. And just for the emojis. Oh, that's even better. So we're in a really tight yard. And one of the transformers clunked out. So the way, and this is the same all through the whole world, the way a hydro system works, your power system works out in the big world that I work in. You have an A and a B system. Okay, so you've got A and you've got B. So when this one screws up, gone, this one takes over. And if this one screws up, this one takes over. And they bounce them back and forth. You don't really see it, but they do it all the time to your power. They're always flipping back and forth. Going back, going forth, going back, going forth. They're the same polarity. So you can actually have both on at the same time. Not a big deal. But when one conks out and you weren't ready for it, and this one all of a sudden takes all the load for everything, now you're worried about this one conking out, because normally this one, we're just going to use a number here. They're 50 years old. Okay? So you got two going. This one goes poof, and it's 50 years old. This one over here is still waving to you, and it's saying, hey, I'm 52. You know that, right? Now you're kind of worried that that one's going to go out. Because if this one goes out over here and this one's already out, now you got people without power. So, make a long story short, which is too late, I know, and I'm boring you guys. The one went out, and this one's really old. So we had to get the one changed really quick. So time was not anything because it was an emergency job. It is work, 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 go, go, go. If you don't, it's very frowned upon. You don't have to. Overtime is optional, so they say. But they got to get it done. So we did it. Record speed time. Great transformer to put together. Get it all done. We handed it over last week. We're still there for the next week and a half just to make sure everything's going to be okay when they turn it on. But like I said, it has been crazy busy. I have been working 10-hour days, nonstop, 6 days a week, because they will not let you work 7. I have a commute to work of about an hour to work and an hour and a half home, just because of traffic. And then this COVID showstopper thing has kind of ceased to exist, is what I'm going to say, because I like it. And traffic, I don't know about you guys, okay? But traffic is starting to really pick up. That's fine. But people haven't been driving for over 2 years. That's not fine, because they forget how to drive. I'm telling you, there's more accidents on the highways and on the roads nowadays. I passed 4 today on my way home. Unbelievable. So anyway, that's where I've been for at least the last month. When we first started doing the transformer and stuff, yes, I was super busy. Yes, I got home. And I get home about 6:15. Live streams at 7. I like to get everything turned on about 6:30. Things all set up. Frank, I'll take your word for it and check for that battery. Hey, Ken, how's it going? Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. But the first couple of weeks was fine. I could still do it. And after that, I started to go downhill pretty quick. Now, not me personally or emotionally or anything else. I was just getting tired. Then when I get home, it's like, I don't have time to do this live stream because I got other stuff on my mind, and you can't just shut work off when you're in this kind of, well, you just can't. You're busy, 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 go, go, go. My wife does the same job. Okay. She works for the same company and everything else. So a lot of the times, and not always, we try to refrain, but we're talking work when we get home. And that kind of sucks too. So anyway, I've been really, really busy. Another thing that I've kind of noticed with my live streams is because I'm tired or something, I don't know, but quality's going down. Now, the reason why I say my quality is going down is the simple fact that we do kind of now I've always said it. I don't do my shows, my channel, nothing for the money. I've got a good job. I don't do this for the money. The emojis and stuff that I put up for the monthly thing, I made it 99 cents and a buck 99. That was it. I don't do them to make the money. But when you do a live stream and you don't get any super chats and Dwight, thanks, buddy. I will get some Doritos. It gets discouraging and quite quickly, actually, especially when you're tired. So I went through 3 weeks of doing these, and I got a $5 one, a $2 one, and a $5 super chat. And to me, what the super chats do, guys, like I said, I don't do it for the money, but keep in mind that some of us out there that are doing live streams do purchase things like wigs, more computer stuff to make things better. And that does cost some money. And the live streams is kind of where that comes from. So I got discouraged even more. And to the point where now I really don't want to do the live streams because what am I doing them for? I've got nothing to show you guys. I've got nothing production wise to show you guys. If you guys have been watching my live streams, I do them to do scenery, to help out with track work, get people up here talking about certain subjects and stuff like that. I always try to make it good for the community to help somebody else. Good night, Dwayne. Have a good one, bud. And I'm losing that too. I've run out of ideas to do things. So, like I said, it's not just the super chats or nothing. And like I said, I don't do it for the money, but there is guys that get discouraged. Us guys that do the live streams, we do talk through the week quite often, and it's something we all talk about, right? Now, Steve 87 at one point he did say, "Well, we're all broke." Well, I get that, and I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. Super stickers are $2, and it just puts. If you guys were watching Heath the other night, and all of a sudden super stickers and super stuff, chats and stuff started coming up on the screen, did you watch his face? Did you watch him all of a sudden after this? It was about the third one. All of a sudden he got a big smile on his face. And for each one that he got after that, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I thought that was really cool. And you know what? That's just kind of what it does is it lifts our spirits when it happens. It doesn't have to be a great amount of cash. And I prefer if it's not for the other simple fact, YouTube takes 30%. So $2, you know what? That's awesome. Do you have a red wig? This was the last wig I bought, you guys. And there you go, Wiggy. Wiggy waggy, yes I do. I need a brush though. I'm not complaining, guys. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what we kind of talk about behind the scenes. Some of us live streamers. So, like I said, this wig right here, $83. Okay. I don't keep this money that you guys are sending me. It costs me money to do this kind of stuff, which is whatever. Anthony Dodge is in here. I think he actually hates it when people give him donations. I'm doing it wrong again. Once an outsider, always an outsider. I shouldn't say he hates it, but he appreciates it and everything else. But he's not asking. I'm not asking. I'm just saying it's appreciated. But when it doesn't happen, we notice. That's what I'm really trying to say is when it doesn't happen, we notice. And other people start noticing too, like other live streamers, and they'll start asking about it too and everything else. And it goes like this, right? So anyway, I've been really busy. And then of course the lack of oomph, tired, not getting out here to do the live streams. Like I said, this computer hasn't even been on for like 2.5 weeks. Oh, it was kind of a pain in the butt. I turned on my StreamYards today and it was kind of weird because Steve87 PSAP came up to sign in, and there was another name on there to sign in, and then my name. I thought that was really weird because you guys have not been at my house to sign in under my StreamYards, but my StreamYard says you guys have signed in for it. So I'm not quite sure why that was like that. Really weird. I think it's got something to do with my NCE system. Guys, so what I'm bringing this down to, what's going to happen? You can smile now. Oh, I'm always smiling, Jim. Work's starting to let up. Okay, like I said, we've signed it over. Strasbourg is just perfectly timed for me because we're not going to be busy at work, and I'm going to take a few days off. I am going to enjoy myself. I'm going to travel into the States on my own accord without proving to anybody and everybody that I am not super contagious, because I'm not. But you know what? I don't have to jump through hoops to do it. And the border's open, so I can do it. I'm just going to enjoy myself. Strasbourg, here I come. Here a lot of us come. It's going to be awesome. Like I said, it's just basically me, and the way live streams have been going, I've just lost the oomph to do them. I don't have anything to share with you guys. And another thing that's getting me down on it, you do things for folks and give it back. No shame or hustle in that. Oh, thanks, Anthony. I try, bud. And that's kind of what I'm losing. It really is, Anthony. That's kind of what I'm trying to say that I'm losing, is the giving back part. Like I want to give back all the time, but I think my live streams aren't doing anything. They're just here to, I don't know, talk, read the chat. No, I don't like stuff like that. I gotta put something out there for you guys, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't have it yet. Hopefully when I get back from Strasbourg, I will. Now, another thing that I'm getting at is Wednesday nights for me. They're just getting to be too much running around. So Wednesday nights, the two that I do are the first. I say that a lot right now. The do. Okay. Anyway, I find it funny. Okay, you can make cartoons. Oh boy, Wednesday nights are just too busy. So I do the first Wednesday. I do the third Wednesday. No, I do the second Wednesday, and I do the last Wednesday of every month. So I think those are going to be up for grabs, guys. Somebody else can jump on those days if you want at 7 p.m. Eastern. Question: do you prefer Patreon or YouTube for monthly support? I've been thinking of moving my monthly support from Patreon to YouTube, as creators prefer it. Some do, some don't. Wiggy waggy. I like Patreon better because Patreon only takes 5%. YouTube takes 30%. But the thing to look at with that too is nobody here in YouTube land knows that you gave to Patreon unless I get time. And that's going to be another thing I bring up that shows off a list of Patreons. And the other thing is, because I used to do so much production stuff, showing you guys how to do scenery or buying stuff or something, that's what I was using my Patreon for. So I'm not posting videos and stuff on Patreon very often. A lot of guys do, and a lot of guys expect when they're on Patreon or whatever to get something out of it. So I tried to do the Patreon thing for giveaways and things like that. And like I said, I like Patreon more for the simple fact that they take 5 to 7% instead of YouTube's 30. But people don't seem to like it. And the reason why a creator will tell you that they prefer YouTube is other people see it. So Anthony Dodge there gave $12. All you guys saw it. And what that normally does in a live stream is it gets contagious. Enough people do it, more people do it because they want to be seen too. It's just a catch-22, right? I shouldn't say catch-22. It's kind of a ploy that YouTube banks on, right? You do it, they do it, this person does it, the next person does it, then all of a sudden everybody's trying to do it, and they're making their 30% across the board, whereas creators really would prefer if you go to Patreon to do it. It's just more in our pockets, less in YouTube's pockets. So creators that are actually out there more YouTube related or giving you videos on how to get better at YouTube, they will for sure tell you to use YouTube and their super chats and all that stuff like that. So, like I said, I like them. I don't do that for the money, guys. I'm not trying to complain about the money. Like I said, my stuff's 99 cents and $1.99. And then I got a couple joke ones out there. Not a big deal. PayPal doesn't charge anything either. Digger, that, yeah, and some people do use the PayPal thing, which is cool. I don't really like using it because that is basically you giving me money. I know the other ways are too, but it's more of a personal thing for me with my PayPal. I use PayPal for shopping, right? And things like that, shopping online or whatever. So, you know what I mean? Like my Patreon all gets pooled together, and then once a month they tell me, "Hey, this is how much money you made, and you can get it." And then I get like 140 bucks or whatever it is, and I can buy $140 worth of stuff. I guess PayPal's the same if everybody's doing it that way, but like I said, I don't like mixing. PayPal's mine, Patreon's YouTube's. You know what I mean? Just to kind of try not to mix apples and oranges, I guess. So, but yeah, where was I trying to go with that? Oh, okay. So the second and fourth Wednesday, that's what I have been doing. Getting too busy, too complicated, too much work for me to get out. Too much stuff going on in the house, family wise too. And I'm not saying there's any problems in the house or nothing. I just mean spending time with family or being available for family. Tom asked me to be on his show Monday night, and I couldn't. I probably could have come out here, turned on the computer and stuff like that. Amy is very open to this kind of stuff. So if I would have said, yeah, Tom wants me on a show or asked me to be, she'd be like, yeah, go ahead, have fun. But I like to keep my family time that too, or whatever. I don't like mixing that either. So you know what I mean? Work nights are just not working for me, is what I'm trying to say. Normally I'm off Fridays, Saturdays, and I'm mostly off all the time on a Sunday. Take it easy. Good night, Nancy. So I'm not sure. I think Sundays are pretty busy already. Saturdays I'm not too sure about because I don't come out here too often. I know Back on Track is on Saturdays. Is Amy an electrician too, Sparky? Yes, she is, Digger. She works for the same company, does the same job, but she's one step higher than, or right now she's 2 steps higher than I am in the company. So she's literally my boss if I ever worked for her, but I won't work for her because the company won't let me. Put it very, they don't put family together on the same job site just because if something does happen, they could take out a whole family instead of just one person. So RJ78 Productions, how are you doing, buddy? Mel's, nice to see you. So anyway, what I'm thinking, Fridays I can do, but not all the time because most of the time if we're going to work overtime, it's on a Friday. And then there's Saturdays. Like I said, Back on Track is Saturday. I'm not sure about any other time. So if you guys want to throw it up in the chat, if Saturday's a good time to do it. And I'm pretty sure Sunday is not a good time. Now, it used to be really busy. Pittsburgh Train Fanatic was on there. I know Go V or Go Home is on there. Artie, I think, is on there. Sundays, like I said, I'm not quite sure what's going on. Speaking of Artie, there he is, bud. How are you? Doing good. Just waiting for that meetup. Yeah, me too, RJ. 1 week, buddy. 1 week, and I will be down there. And Ethan's just throwing out all those emojis that I got stuck up there. Very cool. Wow, that's cool. I wanted to be a Spark, but it was too complicated. I became an aerospace engineer instead. Much easier. True story. You're kidding me, right? Wow, that's cool. I usually don't check YouTube on the weekends. That's the thing. That's weekends is normally when I'm out here doing my thing. Nighttime's family time, daytime I can be out here doing my thing or my running around for family or getting the car worked on or oil changes or all that kind of stuff I squeeze in on Saturdays and Sundays, right? So now the other problem I've got, and you guys that are going to Strasbourg are going to see this problem. I can barely walk at the end of a day. I've got something wrong with my feet. I'm going to the doctor again tomorrow. This is my 3rd visit. First time I went in to see him, he looked at my foot and went, whoa. I'm like, what do you mean, whoa? It's like, yeah, you're going to be getting an operation for that. And I'm like, that's not funny. So then I went to another doctor. We kind of checked it out, looked around, stuff like that. Now I go back tomorrow. He's going to set up those CT scans or whatever and let me know what the x-rays were all about and everything else. So that's all day tomorrow. I don't know. So yeah, again, I think a lot of that has to do with I'm walking on rocks and stuff like that most of the time. So could be something like that. But like I said, by the end of the day, I have a hell of a time walking around. So that's the other thing. I get here Wednesday nights, no different. And I have a hell of a time walking out to the shed. Just too hard on the feet. So hopefully this gets rectified sooner than later because I'm one of these people I don't go see a doctor about anything. I have an ailment. I have a body that'll look after itself, and normally it does. My feet issue has been progressively getting worse. And like I said, it gets to the point where I had to go down the stairs in the house on my butt because I couldn't walk down the steps. It was time to call a doctor. So away we go with that. But back to the good news. Steamtown. Oh, Strasbourg. Sorry. I'm just so excited. Steamtown was my last one. Strasbourg's going to be great. So I have a few people down in the basement. We got Mike B down there. He said something about a giveaway earlier. I gave something away. I'm not sure if he's going to. I got Thomas Grassley. He popped in first, so I'm going to bring him up real quick. And we got Nathan DeLay down there too, so we'll see what he's going to say. But guys, I'm going to bring these. Well, as soon as Thomas Grassley brings up his camera, I'll bring him up. Like I said, guys, let me know about Friday or Saturday and what times are best. Like I said, Sunday's pretty much out the window. Device is not connected. Thomas Grassley doesn't. Nathan, give me a thumbs up, bud. All right, I'll bring you up. Hey, there you are.
Hi.
What's going on?
I guess you might remember about the apartment that I told you about. Oh, I see that your mic's off.
Yeah, it went off down there. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. So, are you sitting in it?
Oh no, I'm still in the same house. Actually, I'm gonna move in 2 weeks.
So, right as soon as you get back from Strasbourg.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like similar how to you were saying about family. I guess like the thing I struggle is like I gotta get the layout. I gotta get the layout, but then obviously the priorities have to come first, and then yeah.
And Jeff, yes, I did ask that question, and the doctor ruled that out right away. So, so excited.
Actually, yes. Yeah. The first E2 meet I ever went was the Steamtown one that we first met.
Yeah. And I didn't have a lot of time to meet. There was a lot of people at Steamtown, so I remember meeting everybody, but a lot of times it was very short-lived. So I know I passed you about 3 times during that one. So Strasbourg, I'm looking a little more forward to that way. I'm going down a day early and leaving a day later, so just to give myself a little bit of extra time when I'm there. But you're going down. You're going to hang out with DJ, right?
How do I explain? I haven't thought about like any way, shape, or form, but I am excited to meet him.
Yeah, me too. And then I guess in a couple of weeks, May, June, June 4th, he's coming up here. So he'll be 45 minutes from my house. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Unfortunately, I can't go, but oh well.
I was going to say, just hop in his car and come with him.
Yeah.
As long as you got a passport, that's all.
Yeah. The sad part about me is that it's expensive for me, so like that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, gas prices right now are just crazy everywhere. So, Union Central System, welcome to the Support the Prizes. That is awesome, bud. That's a cool one.
Yeah. In my opinion, I'd rather take the train than a car or a bus, but yeah.
I think I would too, but they're really expensive in Canada. I know to
Oh,
go across country via rail is anywhere from $6,000 to $10,000. So
hmm.
not cheap at all. So
I
I
heard. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, Nathan.
Uh, I don't know if this is like true ever in Via, but I heard the Wi-Fi is terrible on the train.
Well, more than likely. I think a couple of people tried to do a live stream during their ride, but not sure how well it
Uh,
worked. I think John Dilly actually tried to do it once.
I think
I think.
Amtrak might be. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Amtrak's a little similar. It's basically like everywhere the train goes, your phone goes, and what I mean by that is like let's if basically the train acts like a phone because like let's say you go to a bad spot where phone goes and it has a bad spot that the train will affect it the connection.
Yeah, so it's like trying to use the train as a hotspot for a mobile unit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, all
Yeah.
right, Thomas Grassi finally got his TV or his camera working, I think. And he's zooming in on his nose right now. So, so give me a thumbs up. I'll bring you up, bud. All righty. There you go. What do you want to talk about?
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, you sent me an email a while ago about your turntable and reverse polarity and everything. So
Yeah, well, that was a little bit on my fault because the directions in the Walters manual shows A, B, C, D on that connector. But then on the connector, it doesn't tell you what ABC is. And then when you're working on it upside down, you put it up there, then you don't know which is A, B, and stuff like that. So I flipped the wires, and then now the engines run across the bridge with no problem.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got that problem fixed, and then I started coding up the other service tracks. I got the service track 4, and it was all aligned and everything. And then I went to go to service track 5, and I hit the number up, and it went to 0. And I kept on turning it on and off. And then I sent an email to Walters support, and then they said this and that. And then I said, how about if we do a factory reset? We did a factory reset on the device, and now I only can go up to 2, and it won't go up to 3, 4, and you can do 99 spots. So I just said, well, so I called him up the other day, and he's sending me out another controller and the cable that goes from the bottom of the turntable to the controller. Now my controller is different than everybody I seen on YouTube. They had the older style. Now I have the newer style one. So he's going to send me a new one, a replacement, and then we'll see if that fixes the problem. So he said,
I've
also,
got the older one too. So
yeah, they got a code board on the bridge, and that tells the bridge what number of tracks it has and everything. So hopefully that's not bad, or they'll have to send me a new bridge too. So we'll have to wait and see. That was that. And I got a new 3D printer, and that's not working either. And so I've been working with their support trying to get that to work. And right now I'm in the middle of trying to print a file that they sent me, and it's at 62% right now. It's been going for about 2 hours so far. So it was funny. The thing, I don't know if anybody knows anything about rosin printers, but the build plate drops down into the rosin, okay, and then it's moves up and down as it's building each layer, and the UV lights come on and make it, the hardness is in the rosin for it. But I did a test and I didn't see no UV light come on. Then I did another test with what he said, and then I saw the UV lights come on. So now I'm doing, I re-leveled the build plate, and now I'm doing another test print and stuff, because Jim Tedesco sent me some files that I asked him to do for me so I can start printing my own for the BD20 holders and stuff like that. And,
Oh, very cool.
yeah, so I'm going to start printing them out and stuff like that. And I got a few buildings that I'm going to start making and stuff like that all on the 3D printer.
Yeah, I've got the Mars 2 Pro.
Yeah.
And I've had it now for 2.5 months. I've had a friend over here. He turned it on, set it all up. We started doing it, and we started printing the Rook.
Yeah.
And then we were working on the art over there, and we're hammering away and everything else. And I went over to the 3D printer, and I looked at it, and I'm like, there's nothing on the builder plate.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's kind of weird. Because we were hammering, of course, it knocked it off the plate, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to...
Did it fall into the rosin?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then we tried to start the next one, but it wouldn't go down all the way because it was hitting
Ooh.
the Rook.
Oh,
So it kept clicking. So I've shut it off. I haven't turned it back on since. I haven't had time to put it somewhere.
Yeah, you have to take all that out now and start
Oh,
over.
that's we cleaned it all up and everything else. It's like brand new again, but I haven't had time to set it up and get it all situated again to even start doing a
Yeah,
print.
you got to make sure the build plate is level. And so every time you start printing, I'm going to do a procedure of leveling it before I go to print because it's a simple task, you know.
Yeah.
And it makes it easy to do that. And then I took the build plate off altogether and did a test and watched it print, and the UV lights came on so you can see it because when the rosin bin is there, you can't see the UV lights on, you know.
Yeah.
So it made it a little different and everything like that. So
Well, they say the UV light's only good for so long anyway, a couple of years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's so. Hopefully this thing prints out, but we'll see. And if it doesn't print, then Amazon's going to get a nice little note from me saying you got a return coming, and I'm going to get a different style printer and see if that makes a difference. So.
Well, I've dealt with Amazon for really big returns. I bought Amy a big bandsaw once, and of course the blade didn't come with it, and then it also has a little red push button thing that has to go in it to turn it on. It's a safety feature.
Right.
And it wasn't there either. So they said, well, just return it. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem. You guys are literally right down the street from me. And they're like, no, you have to mail it. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Right.
I can't mail this. And they're like, well, just take it to UPS. Or was it it was one of them.
Yeah.
And they're like, just mail it over to us. I'm like, you know how much that's going to cost me? This thing's, they're like, we pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, it was FedEx that I had to use. Now, get this. Now, this is because COVID or the showstopper, right? We've got on this side of the street was the warehouse where this thing probably got shipped from. Across the street and down 2 places is the FedEx building. And I had to take it to the FedEx building. It cost me $160 for them to carry it across the street.
Right.
And then Amazon paid it back.
Oh yeah.
I just said, what is that not too stupid? Like,
That sounds inefficient.
Yeah, because when I do my returns on Amazon, they send me a code on my phone, and then I go to the UPS store, and then they just read the code, and then they just take it, and then by the next day, I have my credit already. So
yeah, so
one time I had to pay for shipping because that was probably sent from someplace else, not from Amazon. So
yeah,
and this was
Amazon's really good that way.
Yeah,
so.
they're really good. So we'll see what happens with this test print. And then the other thing I'm working on was static grass. I have the Woodland Scenics applicator.
Oh, yes.
And I bought the power supply for it because I don't like to run battery operated things. I hate batteries. And it's just, they don't give enough power like AC does. So I plugged it. I said, where's my battery adapter? I couldn't find it. So I had to put a 9-volt battery in the applicator. And then I put some on my alert label, and the grass don't stand up. So I called up Woodland Scenics and I said, hey, what's going on? And then they said, well, what kind of batteries you use? And you have to use a certain type of battery. And I said, I'm just going to buy another power adapter.
Yeah.
And so that was that. And then the other thing this week I've been working on is my Pico double slip. I got an SLU 8363 and hooked it up on my layout, and I can manually switch it, and trains run through it in all directions, no problem. Now I'm trying to get it set up with a PL10, and I looked on YouTube on how to set up a PL10, and of course nobody has the switch turnout that I have, of course, you know. And then the wiring on it, they show on their diagram 3 wires going into it, but I have 4 connectors on the PL10. So what goes to the 4th connector? So I emailed Pico and I haven't heard back from them yet.
Make sure you're doing videos of all this stuff when you're figuring it out, because if you're having the problems, somebody else is going to have the problem too. So
yeah, I'm going to. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to do a video showing how I resolve these problems. Yeah.
That was the thing with my microengineering track, and then I was powering all the frogs on everything.
Yeah,
and I just assumed, because you get metal frogs or connectors that go to the frogs,
right,
that you should power the frogs. It'll make them better.
Right. Yeah.
And then when I started doing that, I started getting shorts.
Right.
And I couldn't figure that out. I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's
these
the
things are supposed to be isolated.
Right. Well, on Atlas turnouts, you have the metal frog. You put the frog wire on a bus bar, and you put it in there, and then you screw it down, and then you have your connectivity, and then you have to connect to 2 wires to your DCC system, and then that gives it energy. Sometimes you have to do that, and sometimes you don't. So if you have a tortoise machine, you can hook up to the let's see, 1, 2, and 3 for your power they go to the track, and that way that energizes the frog for you. So there's certain ways to do it. I've had to use like the dual frog juicers on some, and sometimes I didn't. So it's depends on the turnout and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just found if you take them off, they work fine. So
yeah, right.
That's the biggest thing I guess I could teach everybody on this live stream is don't power your frogs until you have to. Simple as that. So,
I powered every one of my frogs, and I got to do the upper level now to do them too. Yeah. And also, that link I put in the chat there for you, that's the link to NCE for that
manual.
The power standard. It shows the battery thing and how to put it in there and everything. So that's what that link's for. Yeah, because sometimes when I copy a link and put it in the chat, it goes to 201 characters. You only can type it. Yeah, that's why I can't type things sometimes,
Yeah, so the best way to do that too is open up in your browser up top in a second window.
Mm-hmm.
And open up the link that you're about, like the, okay, so we'll say the manual, right?
Right.
So if you go up and you open that up, and then the browser up top will actually shorten that link down to like nothing, then you just copy and paste that link. So then you don't get the 200 to 250 word link.
Yeah. Sometimes when you copy a link, it's really long, and sometimes it isn't.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, wake up. You got your thumbs up. I'm going to bring you up and see what you got before us, bud. So if Nathan, Tom, you guys can stay up for a bit if you want. I've got some free time. Like I said, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's not until 10, so I can stay up as late as I want. Hey, Mike.
How are you guys? Can you hear me all right?
I can.
So I talked about giving away this brand new Atlas. It's a GP40. It's a Gold Series.
Okay, so what's the winning number going to be so I can guess?
I mean, yeah, you can guess. What do we got? 40 still in here?
What do we got? We got 36 people in here. So take it away. I'm going to make you big screen so you can show everybody this. Like I said, you other guys can stick out.
Looks like a modern one.
It's got the engineer in the cab there, right? It's the Atlas Gold Series, and then it comes with the sunshade vents as well, right? So it's only been out of the box on the test bench at OVR. I bought this, I think it was last fall at the meet and greet down there. So let's go with the number. What's that?
Did I see you that day?
Yeah, I was there. Bernard was there. We had AML there. We had Lionel and Bruce.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good show that Lauren put on there, and that's got
back June 4th.
Yeah, awesome. I'm going down June 4th, so that's the ESU sound as well, right?
Very cool.
So, like I said, that's the only time it's been out of the boxes on the test bench at OVR. So
you want to give this away?
Yeah, I think this hobby is more about paying it forward, right?
Oh, helping everybody else, for sure. All right, so how do you want to give it away? You got 38 people in the chat. You are full screen, so you're taking over my live stream.
Oh, okay.
This is all you. You do what you want to do.
Let's go with a number between 1 and 40. And then HO.
So HO and a number in between 1 and 40.
Yep.
And you want me to put the word start in the chat?
Yeah, I'll get you to put the word start in the chat and I'll pick the number.
Oh, DB Tech, I said is a DCC.
Yeah, it's DCC. Yep. That's all I have is DCC sound. Right.
All right, guys. So HO and a number in between 1 and 40. Ready, set, and it should say go at some point.
Say go. Oh, seen the number already. I don't know how fast it's going, but I just seen the number.
Oh, it's going crazy fast. All right, I'll hit stop. All right, guys, you already seen it? I got to figure out how to get... Oh, I know how to get me back up there. There we go.
Okay, I'm just going back through it now.
Okay, so don't say who won now because the replay will change it. A lot does happen with live chat and top chat. So if you go to the
Okay.
top of your chat at YouTube, right now it'll either say top chat or live chat.
Top chat or live chat. I'm on the StreamYard one, right?
Yeah. So it won't... StreamYards is definitely different.
Okay.
'Cause it's a lot slower than YouTube's is. But anybody on YouTube, if they're on live chat or top chat, changes the numbers position too. So just wait for the replay before you announce who it is.
Okay.
Because I've done that when I first started this. I said, oh, Chasco won. And then I went back and there was like 3 people that guessed before he did. And I'm like, sorry, Chasco, you didn't win. Now, I'm just using you as an example, Chasco. So, so anyway, hi, Chasco. How are you? DB Tech's in the chat. Gary Hassel, nice to see you. Somebody said Mini Prince was here, but I haven't seen his name yet. Oh, there he is. He was even guessing, so.
Sparky, I'm curious. Has there been any other YouTubers you have met, like a grocery store or something like that?
Normally it's when I go to train shows and stuff like that. I have met some rail fanning when I went down to Windsor. Now, this is going to be the worst story in the world that I can tell you guys about rail fanning. There is a tunnel that goes from the United States to Canada, and it's in Windsor. And I used to have a scanner, and I'd listen to it or whatever, but I can't figure the stupid things out. So I go down there, and I stood at this rail tunnel for 2.5 hours waiting for this train that I thought was coming through it. It started to rain. It was cold. And I went to my car, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to sit. I will see the smoke. I will hear the train. So I went to my car. I opened up the door. I sat in the passenger seat, and I watched the smoke from the locomotive go right by me. I couldn't believe I missed a train by about 7 seconds coming out of that tunnel. Like, I literally probably just turned around when it came out. But down at that tunnel, I have met a couple of YouTubers. They actually took me to a club in Windsor when I was down there. And I met quite a few. So, but yeah, I've met a few. So, speaking of Mini Prince, I just want to say something about Mini Prince of the Month Club. I don't know if anybody in the chat's actually a member of that. Basically, the way I'm going to say it, and maybe Mini Prince is going to correct me, I'm not sure, but once a month for the fee, you get something sent to you in the mail that's kind of a surprise. Now, I just spent a day down at Mini Prince visiting with him, and he gave me Mini Prince of the Month, 2 of them that I was kind of behind on, and I got one that I got from before. Now, guys, the thing I like about Mini Prince of the Month the most is it's a surprise. When you get it, you don't know what you're getting. It's usually something that he's just been working on and trying to fabricate or make it look really cool. So, first one I'm going to show you guys is a couple swans that came. Now, they might be hard to see because they're in a plastic bag.
Intriguing.
This one was from a couple months ago. Now, here is his coworker. He's actually got an employee at Mini Prints now. And they scanned this guy. And he is right there. Like I said, they're going to be hard to see.
Looks like a fisherman.
Almost. But what he's standing at is a potbelly stove. Now, if I tell you what it is, then you guys can probably see kind of what it is. This one also comes with an LED light in a barrel. So he can be standing over a barrel and it looks like a fire going. Also with that one, you get a guy carrying a canoe and a dog running beside him. And I mentioned the burn barrels, so he gets you a couple of those with holes in the bottom and the top. So you can put that LED light in there, and it looks like there's a fire burning in a barrel, and that guy's standing over it, getting himself warm. Now, that's Mini Prints of the Month. Like I said, it's a surprise every time. Mini Prints of the Month. Mini Prints, if you want to put the how much it is to do per month, Sparky expands your view. I can try to do that. You know that? Hold on, guys. All right. So, like I said, I just went down to Mini Prints, spent the day with him, did a tour of his facilities, did lots of talking and stuff like that with him, did some rail fanning, posted the video. It was a lot of fun, actually. But he gave me the two that I'm behind. So, Mini Prints is a sponsor of my channel. I do get these from him to show off, to basically tell you guys that they're awesome and they're great, because they are awesome and they're great. So they come with a nice little note that says what you get. Now, this one was from a couple months ago, and I have not opened these yet. So first thing you get is a sticker this time. Sweat the Small Stuff for Mini Prints. That's kind of cool. I like the stickers. I put them on my fridge. Now, this one's got a horse trailer. Now, guys, now that I'm big, check out the detail in this stuff. Look at the hitch.
That's incredible detail.
It's a resin printer.
Wow.
So, Thomas, this is the stuff you can actually do if you design it yourself.
Yeah, if I ever get it to print.
But yeah, guys, if you're not, this is awesome. Mini Prints of the Month, $24.99 US a month, guys. The price should be about, I don't know, $35 if you ask me, for the stuff that you get in the detail. Right?
Sounds well worth
that's
it.
just the trailer. Comes with a cow you can put in it.
Nice. Or I guess a horse.
No, that's a cow.
I was just.
Here is a horse and a person.
Nice.
So comes with the two back doors. So you can put the doors on the trailer if you want. A wheelbarrow and a rake and a shovel. Now, guys,
Ooh, nice.
this is fine detailed products, I'm telling you. Mini Prints of the Month. This is stuff that you wouldn't even think about getting on your layout.
I think it's well worth the money.
Oh, I know it is. Bernard, you're going to have to tell me what those are, because they look like milk canisters.
I think they look like oxygen tanks with those crank things. Like if you see what I mean by the hand, I guess.
Well, he's giving you a cow, so maybe it's milk jugs.
Oh,
Maybe, right? And then he's got another little sticker here that says, "It's the little things that matter the most."
so true.
So that's another one of the Mini Prints of the Month. Now I've held on to these until I had 3 of them to show you guys, because you know what? Showing you one is, yeah, okay. That's what you got. Whippy do. So that's 2 of them. Then I got a 3rd one. Now, like I said, every month you get one of these. I have not opened this one yet either. again, you get a little printout of what you got and how you come up with the idea and so on and so forth. Oh, this one's got. Okay, I will show you that in a minute. Oh, and just because it's called mini prints, it doesn't mean they're all mini. Look at this thing.
Ooh, nice.
Again, look at the trailer hitch detail. Propane tanks.
It's looking awesome.
Details on those wheels, guys. And I know Go Home just put up a video yesterday of this stuff, so I'm not going to show it off too much. Bathtub, sink. There's a bed in there. Couch in the other end.
Looks like a lot of custom ideas to do with them.
No kidding. But yeah, you put people in there and paint it all up and everything else. That's going to be awesome. And he's got a set of stairs that go beside it. Now you guys can see the detail on those railings. I'm going to hold my finger up. There's my fingernail.
That's crazy, but awesome.
That's my fingernail, guys. Look at your fingernail right now. And that's how much detail is on that set of stairs. And, oh, I don't want to shake these around too much. Lawn chairs. You know those folding lawn chairs that you can get? Those nylon backs.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
And it's got the grid detail in it. And those, how would you print those and get those off the printer? Look at how fine those legs are. That is crazy.
I wonder if it comes with a push lawnmower.
Yeah, I think you can order one though. Mini prints of the month, guys. And then another thing I think he does with the mini prints of the month is it'll say in this little card type thing if he's holding a contest. Oh, it says it right on the back. Mini build contest. So what you do is you take your mini prints of the month and try to do a mini scene with it, paint it all up, get it all done, and submit pictures and stuff to him on Facebook or whatever. And he'll win $100 US gift certificate for mini prints. So you guys can spend $25 a month, and each month, if you're really good at detailing stuff, you can win $100. I think it just paid for itself 3 times over. So, want me to read the card? Your April Mini Prints of the Month Club. Well, the month started out very unexpectedly with a concussion. So Chris read this one last night. I'm not going to read that one. This one is from February. It's been a very busy month around Mini Prints World headquarters, now being referred to as Miniature Printerland. We are in the new commercial space, and it's a very awesome space, guys. And he's right beside Nestle. So, you know, Aero bars and chocolate bars and stuff like that. So you drive down to this guy's Mini Prints. That's all you can smell is chocolate. And the brewery is right across the street too. So anyway, just throwing that out there. But commercial space and happily running and printing mini prints. We have about 100 back orders fulfilling. It takes about 2 weeks, but he's pretty caught up. Like I said, I was there on the weekend. I think he said he's got about 30 on back order right now that he's getting caught up with. Hope you enjoy your gift card for the last month. Okay, I gave mine away at Christmas time. This month we have a fun bunch of new items, including a canoe tripper with his dog, some love swans, and the first of our mini lights collection. So yeah, that's going to be coming out a couple times a year. He'll be doing the LED flicker lights and stuff. We have included a flickering fire orange LED with 4mm, 5mm clear flames. So you can make a campfire in a garbage can or the burn barrel or the pot belly stove, all with provisions to add the lights. If you want to add lights to all of them, you just buy yourself more LEDs. All I'm going to say, guys, is go check out miniprints.com. All small letters, all one word. And, the other thing that comes with that trailer, ITLA is kind of geared up with. So that's a wooden kit to make a deck and a fence.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I know ITLA is from around here too. I talked to him quite a bit. That guy does some really fine detailed woodwork kits. So But just check out the website, guys. There is so much stuff. You could spend at least a good hour roaming around his website, just checking it out. And there's things on there that you wouldn't even think that you would want on your layout until you see it. And I've got a box down here that I first bought from him way back yonder. And I've got swan. What do I have? Bighorn sheep. I've got eagles. I've got bears. I've got skunks. I've got train employees.
Nice.
I got a woodpecker. Look at this wood. There's 2 woodpeckers in this bag, guys.
Wow, that's awesome.
2 woodpeckers. I have really bad eyes. How am I going to paint these things? I'm telling you. Coyotes, 3 of them.
I wonder if you can use a magnifying glass.
Mountain goat is so small I can't see it. Obviously, it's around here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Never mind. Offspring. So a couple flying birds. Beavers, which was the very first thing I think Mini Prince ever made. More bears. There's my mountain goat. What else do I got? Foxes. So he's got so much stuff on his website, guys. That's all I'm going to say is go check out miniprince.com. And you're not going to leave the site without buying something. I'm telling you. Daryl, thanks very much, bud. I'm going to give you my favorite wig, the one I travel with, the one you guys are probably going to see down at Strasbourg. I take this one and my pink one everywhere. So better get paint and Sparky. Yes, Mini Prince, I know. And I do have the goggle glasses to put on there so I can do them too. So it will be a bit of a challenge. But the neatest thing is I have seen an actual real live red-headed woodpecker. Do you guys know how big a red-headed woodpecker is? In
Probably
real life?
My guess is like a ferret. No, I mean a parrot. That's it. Yeah.
Some parrots are pretty big. The one I seen was literally 3 feet high. It
Very
was
big.
literally.
Wow.
The bird is huge. And the funny thing about it, it's not like Woody Woodpecker. They're very smart. So I seen it on the tree and it's pecking away, and I stopped my car and I pulled over and I get out and I try to get my camera on this thing. It knows you're trying to take a picture. It jumps around the tree. So you walk this way, he jumps around and he just keeps peeking. So I walk the other way and he's not stupid. He goes the other way and then he
Sounds
peeks
funny.
the other way. I did that for about 10 minutes and then it was like, you know what? I'll never get a picture of this guy. So I'm done. So this one you'll probably see at Strasbourg. And this is the other one that I like to take to Strasbourg all the time. I think I wore this one already this morning or today. So, thank you very much, Daryl, Dayton. That's awesome of you, buddy. And like I said, guys, after the stream or now, but go check out Mini Prince. Mini Prince, I'm going to make you a moderator also so you can put your link up. And I'm not sure. Tom's trains and things still here. You can say something. I'll give you back your moderator status.
I'm not sure how many Bernard has left of the drone mini print he was doing.
He's making 25 of them.
Yeah, I bought one and paid the extra to get it painted. So
yeah, so did I, and it comes out to like $78 Canadian.
Yeah, it's a good cause, right? It's
for sure.
Bernard to get another drone. So
yeah, exactly. After crashing one into a tree.
Yeah.
Good wig choice for the red-headed woodpecker story. Yeah, it was kind of a good one, wasn't it? So, but that's why I bought the red-headed woodpeckers. You guys saw how small they were in the bag, but I had to have the damn things just because I've seen one in real life. So,
you got time for one more?
Sure. You're doing another giveaway?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna make you.
It's not Christmas in July yet, but so I got these when I went to Columbus, Ohio.
Shows all yours again.
These are Grand Central Scenic trees, and they're winter trees, right? They're the winter scene trees, but they're if you've seen Govey or Go Home's show, and he uses these Grand Central Scenic trees. And I've been trying to get Lauren to get some in the OVRs, so hopefully that happens soon. But I think we still have 40 in here. Let's pick a number again between 1 and 40, and we'll just go G, C, G, and then T, I guess, for the trees. And then Sparky, you go ahead and say, go ahead, go when you're ready.
Yes, Mini Prince, you're blue now, so you can put links up to your products sold. And if you want to say that again, what we're putting in the chat, or you can
GCG.
GCG.
And then a number. Grand Central Scenic Trees. Or Grand Central Scenic. Just short form it though.
Yeah, GCG. And a number 1 to 40. Everybody ready? Set. Go.
Here it took 31.
Okay.
Okay, so you saw that one?
Yeah.
And I put stop in the chat, I think. No, I didn't. I don't know where I typed that. There we go. And the number was?
The number was 22.
GCG 22. First person that guessed that in the replay, not in this live stream, gets some trees.
So I'll set those aside and bring them down to the July meet and greet at OVR, or I can mail them out, whatever you want me to do.
Curious, are you going to go to Strasbourg meet and greet?
No, I wish. I got the daughter's wedding that weekend in Cambridge. So.
And this is what I really hate about the showstopper too, because when Strasbourg was first set up, I had 130 people signed up for it. And TSG Multimedia, his wife, and Gary were actually going to make the trip and spend a week down there and then do some rail fanning with other people. It was set up with some other people to do rail fanning and stuff like that. And John's a really good friend of mine. I couldn't wait to actually see him again. And this year, out of all the weekends for me to pick, and guys, it's always going to be this week, the third weekend of May. That's my meet and greet. His daughter is graduating. And he's like, oh, how am I going to do this? Do the graduation, get down. I might be a day late. And I'm like, you know what? Your daughter only graduates once. Do that. I'll do another meet and greet every year. Like, we'll get together. So, and a lot of people haven't traveled in so long. Some still don't want to. Some it's a little far. And then on top of that, you throw in gas prices now. So there might be a couple other people dropping. And then you got Artie from Australia that was going to pop on over, and I think he said in the chat earlier that his passport was straightened out. His paperwork was straightened out. So I'm not sure if he's still coming or he's not coming now. I hope he's still coming, but last time we talked, he wasn't coming, which would kind of suck because I was kind of hoping to meet him too. Did get to the point where I was spending a whole 4 days in a caboose by myself, and now I've actually got roommates. So RJ78 Productions is going to stay with me for a bit. And we do have another mystery guest staying with me on Saturday night. So he was a big supporter of me for Steamtown. He actually bought 4 tickets for the dining car, I believe. But we'll do a video when we're down there and we'll see who that is. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much what I got for tonight. Pretty much wrap things up. Again, let me know what night you guys want me to try to live stream. Like I said, Wednesdays are going to be out for me. So the second and fourth Wednesday of every month is now open. If people want to try to live stream, 7 p.m., go for it. It's not anybody's spot. Anybody could, but out of mutual respect for all live streamers, we do try to stagger things and talk. Like I said, we all talk to each other, and we don't try to overlap, right? So anyway, that's open. Let me know about Friday and Saturday, guys, in the chat. When you guys are most bored. Like I said, Fridays, if I am going to work overtime, it's mostly Friday. But I'm still not as rushed at the end of the day. So Friday at 7 p.m. Nope, there's somebody going at Friday at 7 p.m. So I can't do Friday nights. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't want to stop doing live streams. I do enjoy them. I like spending time in the community, doing this, giving things away. I will get back into making something that's worth watching, not just sitting here going, I got nothing. You know what I mean? Tonight, like I said, it was just explaining things and everything else. I like getting into the scenery stuff. I haven't done it for a while. So I probably will get some of the scenery kits and we'll start going through another diorama. I do like making little scenes up that I can highlight locomotives and things. When you're doing reviews and things, they're a lot nicer than just sitting on a turntable turning around. So put it in front of a cliff or a waterfall or something. So try to get back into that. It's just going to take me probably another good month and a half to really plant my feet into some time. So sorry to see you less. Well, hopefully not less Highland Plains, just a different day. That's all I can really say about it. Like I said, Wednesday's just too hectic for me. By the time I get work home, traffic's just crazy. And like I said, it's not the fact that traffic is any more. It is a little more, but it's the fact that people forget how to drive. 2 years working from home, they go out and they get in the car and they think if you're on a 4-lane highway, you can go from this lane to that lane without looking.
Every day, Mark. Every day I see it.
I know. I said I left work at a good time today, thinking I was going to get home at a good time today. I passed 4 accidents on the way home, and it actually took me 20 minutes longer than normal. I just kept shaking my head. I'm like, yep, Wednesdays just ain't going to work. It's telling me. So,
yeah, I drive on 3 interstates, and every day there's trucks overturned, cars cutting off the trucks and make them overturn and all that stuff. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like I said, people are getting crazy and just stupid, basically, is the way. Just going to say it. People are stupid.
They most certainly are.
So you guys are all great. You guys are all smart, but people out there on the roads are stupid.
I can't fix it either.
Yeah, I try to stay back the car in front of me, but then 3 cars sneak in front of me, you know,
Yep.
and then all 3 of them have to slam on their brakes. You know, what's the purpose? You know?
Or another one I followed today. We're going down in it's going over the bridge, right? It's a huge bridge, going over the lake basically. And you get over to the top, and when you get to the top, the right lane is the left turn lane. You're actually going to come off the highway after this bridge is done. I'm in it right away. I'm not in a hurry to get home. That's the lane I want to be in. I know I'm going to take that exit, and people will take that lane all the way to the bottom to beat the traffic on the left-hand side to get in front of them, which slows my lane down because I want to get off.
Right.
Today, there's an accident there. Right, Jim Tedesco, you're right. You can't fix stupid. So today, like I said, just a quick story about this. Come over there. I'm in the right-hand lane. I know I want to turn, and I got 8 cars in front of me. There's an accident right at the bottom of the bridge. So everybody thinks I'm going to pass everybody on the right. Well, you get to the bottom and there's an accident. People aren't going to let you back in. What are you, stupid? Can't fix stupid, right, Jim? So then they sit at the bottom and it's like, okay, I want to get back into the left, but I'm in the right turn lane. Now I'm too far. No one's going to let me in. And then they hold up the rest of the traffic and you want to get out and beat the living tar out of their car. Just to say.
I always wish I had a tank to drive to work.
I just want a push bar on the front of my car. That's it. Get out of my way. I just don't get it. So, okay, Nathan, closing thoughts, buddy. You can talk about anything you want. Strasbourg, new apartment. What you got going on your layout?
I guess I have nothing to say about the layout, but I wonder if you could wear a top hat at Strasbourg.
I can't I wear wigs.
Oh,
It's a good try though. So what day are you gonna show up at Strasbourg, bud?
Friday, but then I would have to like drive all the way home and then back and then go into an apartment. Not like the Red Caboose Motel, but yeah.
Well, the other thing is too, I'm not throwing it out there for anybody or everybody. Like I said, I've got mine booked now with other people staying with me, but there might be other people that have rented something down there that have room. You could always ask. And I might just make an announcement when we get down there if people have extra room available. You could always throw them $50 or whatever. I don't know. Just saying that goes for anybody, not just you. So
That's a good point. Though.
we are a good community. We're all just buddies. So
Yeah.
all right, Thomas. What did we learn from you?
Well, a lot. But I'm going to be at Strasbourg too. We have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're starting Fridays off at work now for the rest of the summer, and this happened to be that they started a little earlier this year because everything that we're going through, and so that Friday is the first Friday I have off work, so it works out great. And then I only live like about an hour and a half maybe from Strasbourg, so I'm just going to go drive back and forth. And that way I don't have to put anybody out or anything.
That's awesome. And there's quite a few people from the area too. That's one of the reasons why I kept it in Pennsylvania for as long as I have, is there is quite a following that is in Pennsylvania. Grandpa Rails, nice to see you popping in, buddy. And you're home from work nice and safe. Nobody ran you off the road. So, and Mr. McTovid, nice to see you. Now I'm picturing Heath wearing a top hat. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so, oh, yeah.
I guess like the thing about not just I'm thinking, but what I think about Strasbourg is like it's good at first when you go there, but then like a few times it's like it's okay, but then when the YouTube meet greet happens, like wow, this is more special.
I'm just showing this shirt because JD's saying for a t-shirt fun, because I know he wants me to take one down and get it signed for him. JD, this is your shirt, bud. It's the one you're gonna get. Hopefully I remember to get people to sign it. So I did get you one, and I'll get it out there so everybody can sign it.
Ooh,
And I got one for myself too that everybody hopefully will sign that I can bring home and put on the wall. Same shirt. So
that'll be awesome and history.
yeah, I know. Like, and I will be taking the book down too. So I got to call Strasbourg this weekend and see if they got a table they can put out or if I have to bring my own. You can just see that at the border. What you bringing over with you? Table. Why? Like, oh, no reason. TSG Multimedia popped in. Hey, I remembered before it was over this time. Have you been here since I've talked about you, TSG Multimedia? Like, probably not. Anyway, he's got the show coming up next week, guys, is TSG Multimedia. Click on his channel there, copy it, paste it, do whatever. Him and Heath, I guess, are going to be getting together. I will be on the road heading for Strasbourg. Awesome. So, and I believe Mini Prince is going to make a guest appearance on that show. So hopefully everybody is going to order their Mini Prince of the Month kit before that show. So when they get on there next week, they can say, I get one. So Mike, unmute yourself and give me some closing thoughts, my friend.
It's kind of the best hobby in the world, right? We kind of pay it forward and we learn from each other. If you're stuck, reach out. There's always somebody that can help out, right? So, well, that's why I think it's the greatest hobby in the world.
And that's the thing. I started this live stream today. I turned on my trains thinking, you know what, I've got a problem, but they're probably not going to do it because gremlings don't come out when I live stream normally. And they did. And my trains were screwing up behind me. You guys saw that I wasn't touching my controller. And there was lots and lots of advice on how to maybe fix it. And Frank Neer, I can't wait to take my controller apart. I'm going to do it right after I shut off this live stream and see if there's a reset button in there. Because if there is, by diggity, man, because that drives me crazy. I'm telling you, you're running trains and all of a sudden it goes boom and backs up on you. you got just
Let us
you're
know if
lost.
that works too, because like I said, I got the same system. I got the 5 amp NCE power cab.
That show up
station.
when I took the camera over there. Did that show up all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, good.
Like I didn't see any error codes flashing on it. Looked like everything was normal.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And like I said, I actually disconnected the track right from it and just turned it on, and I still couldn't program it. Like hit the program button, it would jump back to loco all the time. So, but
Are
that was
you
kind of
using
weird.
JMRI, Sparky?
Nope.
No, okay, because I had that happen to me with JMRI because I had dispatcher and I was running dispatcher jobs. And then the other day, one of my trains was moving without me even touching it. And I found out the dispatcher job was running because I had to set it to automatically come up with it. So,
Yeah, no, that was the other thing I thought maybe might be my problem is my system's pretty old. And I know NCE, you do have to update the system. But in the same sense, if you're not updating it and it's not changing, then how can it act stupid, right?
Exactly.
Like I said, Frank Neer, best advice: take it apart, see if that button's in there, and hopefully give it some tender, loving care, and everything works fine. Because, like I said, I was getting to the point I was just going to buy a new one, so they're not cheap either.
No. I got the booster too. I got a PB5 that goes along.
Yeah, I got one. I haven't hooked it up yet. So, Mike, your thoughts? June 4th. What you doing?
I'm going to be at OVR. Can't wait.
What's OVR?
Otter Valley Railroad. It's where I get all my stuff from, Lauren. Lauren and the girls down there. Great hobby store. Hopefully you guys from the States can make it up. I know Heath was saying he was like a 6-hour drive or whatever, but
oh, that'd be cool if Heath actually came too. But Heath already knows he can stay at my place too. So
yeah, I mean, there's lots of places. I'm sure we can put them up, stay the weekend or whatever.
Now, where are you? If you don't mind saying,
a home of Mike Weir, the golfer. I don't know if anybody's heard of Mike Weir, but Bryce Grove. It's just outside of Sarnia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm about an hour and a half from OVR.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Heath was making a comment. He goes, "You must be Canadian because of your hat." And I said, "Yeah, I'm a Toronto fan, but the wife's Montreal stuff doesn't come down to the basement. You can see that's as far as it goes on the stairs."
That's perfect. Mind you, it is Price, so.
Yeah, Price is a good goalie.
Yeah, he was.
Is that a football shirt behind you, the 31?
No, that's Carey Price, Montreal Canadiens goalie.
So it's all hockey.
Yeah, all hockey. Then I got the rest of the stuff down here is Toronto. Maple Leaf fan.
You're looking forward to a meet and greet. That's June 4th. Tom's looking forward to a meet and greet. That's next weekend.
Oh.
And Nathan is looking forward to your third meet and greet now.
Yep, it'll be the third.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so I went to yours. That was the first one. Then the second one was Heath's, and then now this will be the third. Excellent.
Well, like I said, I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. I'm sure there's going to be lots of cameras rolling when we're down there. Same with June 4th at Otter Valley Railroad in Tillsonburg, Ontario. I'm sure a few people will try to take video there. I know live streaming from there is not very good.
Especially inside.
Yeah, I know. I do have his.
Oh.
I do have their Wi-Fi and stuff, but yes, it's not the best. It's quick to tell you that anyway. So, okay, that's it, guys. If you want to say goodbye and drop on out, I'm going to do the same thing. I thank everybody for popping in. Wasn't really watching the chat. Well, I was watching the chat, but wasn't really watching how many people were in, but I will see in the replay. And I do appreciate when people actually put that in the chat. So keep that in mind when you're at people's live streams and stuff. Also, every once in a while, throw it out there. 35 and 42. 35 watching and 42 thumbs up. We all know what it means when we're doing the live streams. It's just nice to see it there. Because when you watch the lives, the replay of that, you don't get the count of how many people are actually there. So it's nice to see it in the chat every once in a while. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm going to say goodbye and good night. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the contest tonight, Mike.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.
Thanks for having me on.
See you guys all in about a week and a half.
Agreed. Oh, there's a secret entrance that nobody knows. like the door is literally open. You can just open and, well, not the main entrance, but I know this because I was part of a train group.
Well, are you actually going to tell us? Or is it still going to be a secret and you're going to show us later?
Oh, I guess it's hard for me to explain like on the live stream because but if I'm like there, I could show it to you because of my own memory.
Doing the shop tour?
Yep.
Very cool. Maybe you'll show it to us then. All right, guys, that's it. I'm hitting end.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Thanks for popping in, guys. Hanging out. It's been great. Manatee Junction, I will see you in about 7 days. Bye for now, guys. And thanks for the chat.